This is not the authentic version of like the mom fainted with eggplant. I would have had to actually buy more eggplants to make that, okay? But ooh, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at how beautiful. And it pulls apart so beautifully. And I love to make baba ganoush a lot, but the thing I've never really loved about baba ganoush is like they're always like you have to take off the skin. But I love the skin of the eggplant. And why would I want to waste the yummy, yummy skin of the eggplant? I'm not super hungry, but I kind of do want to eat some of those. And this just pulls apart so beautifully with the onions. And this is not like authentic eggplant Turkish recipe, but I didn't feel like opening the oven and turning on the oven. So I just kind of stuffed it a little bit, but the eggplant just falls apart. It's so tender. It's so yummy. And then the fresh tomato with it. Ooh, I mean, it just looks so deliciously tender and fresh. I'm really not super hungry because, well, I ate some birthday cake earlier. But I want to try some of this just to see what the flavor tastes like. Because I love eggplant. People always say that they hate eggplant, but I love eggplant. This is really good to me. I love eggplant. And this, like, I know some people would rather, like, deep fry it, but I rubbed it in oil, and then I marinated the onions with the Newman dressing, which has oil. So for me, this has enough oil without being, like, deep fried. Because I don't really like deep fried things that much. It's just very pleasant. Nice. I love eggplant. It's so yummy. Eggplant's for me. Most people don't love eggplant for some reason. I love eggplant. I love the skin of the eggplant. Oh, it's so good. Everything about the eggplant, I love it. It's really yummy. It kind of like has a little bit of mushiness because I love things that are kind of soft and mushy. Like people don't like that texture, but I love it. But yeah, not completely. Like there's other textures going on. And it has like more of a vegetable flavor to it. It's so good. Like I like this. This is just a fun experimental cooking. Eggplant is so yummy. It's so yummy. And I'm so glad I didn't add extra salt to it like recipes call for because I hate salty food. Like I don't like things that are too salty. So that little bit of Newman's dressing is just good enough. Because when I cook at home, I don't like to salt things. And a lot of people say some prepackaged foods aren't salty enough for them. And I'm like, how much salt do you need to eat? Maybe you need to be a cow with a salt lick. I don't know. But this is really good. Not too salty. Just very mild. Very vegetable-y. I think it ended up being a really fun little experimental thing I made. So yeah. If you ever have like I kind of want more. It's so good. I kind of want to try some more. So some more eggplant. I like to smush it up because I like things smushy. I don't care. Okay. Like, I guess I've revealed my true thing that I really love. I love things that are smushy and mushy. Like, I don't get it. People love mashed potatoes, but if you like any other kind of food that's kind of smushy, people are like, ew. I like it. So the onions are really good too with the rosemary. It's interesting. Like one of these days I need to make an authentic version or somewhat authentic as I can make. Of the imam dish. But this is just a fun little eggplant dish and it doesn't need pasta or anything. In fact, like, I don't know, now that I'm living by myself, I don't buy bread anymore because I don't make sandwiches. Because sandwiches always can feel too heavy for me. So I don't make sandwiches. And I'm trying to eat more like from scratch foods because I've been eating a lot of vegan mock meats lately, and I kind of thought, oh yeah, I don't want to stop doing that because that's expensive. Plus, I think it's probably better to make more foods from scratch. But I've just been kind of a little lazy lately. I haven't been cooking enough. But this is fun. Like, it kind of is twirly too. I almost bought a spaghetti squash, but I'm not going to buy one until I use up more food in my fridge. But this is fun too because it kind of feels like pasta because, I don't know, the eggplant kind of has a stringiness to it, and you can twirl it around on your fork. And I think it's so much better. I just feel like if I don't eat bread, I don't feel as weighed down. And I know that that's the thing that bread always did to me. And I only bought it when I was living with somebody else who liked it. And I would eat it because it was here. And I think, oh, like I want a sandwich, but I really don't. This little eggplant dish is so good. Like basically, I rubbed the eggplant in the oil. Instead of like cooking it in the oven because I didn't want to turn on the oven, I put it in the microwave for 7 minutes the first time. Then I put it in for 5 more. Then I cooked the onions with a little bit of oil. Well, I don't use salt. I don't cook with salt. So I always have like a little bit of dressing that I use. I just put some of the Newman's Own dressing on it. And yeah, I ended up dressing it with that. And then I had some of the Cardenas salsa or sauce that I use to make the sauce for it. It was really good. It's pretty tasty. And yeah, I'm trying not to eat another piece of birthday cake because I kind of am tempted to eat another slice of my birthday cake. So yeah, this is a fun little birthday. It's pretty nice. And very excited. So anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and maybe I'll come back later. Have a wonderful evening.